Well, you know, in Nigeria, we used to pride ourselves at the Africa as our centerpiece, and nucleus of our foreign policy. But day in, day out, I think from 1979, I mean from 1999 to date, really we are just doing something else. I don't know what it was. But then they came with something they called, is it citizen diplomacy or something like that?
Yeah.
And really nobody can analyze, even the protagonists of that idea can tell you exactly what it is. So before you say anything now, instead of very, very proud people we used to be, very, very patriotic, pan-Africanist people, always in any international fora, we articulate our position to show what we are as Nigerians, as Africans. I think the best one was when Murtala went to Addis Ababa and made that speech on Angola. Everybody up to this day is a quotable quote for that one. But slowly, probably I think Western imperialists intimidated our leadership. Either maybe they want share of oil market or whatever it is. When they started talking about all this IMF and World Bank loans and so on, which really were not used to. IMF brought us SAP impoverished all of us up to this day. That's why we cannot find our way. But this is getting too close to the United States. In a unipolar world, there's no more Russia, there's no more Cold War. So we are now in a straitjacket of America. America infiltrated everywhere. They tried to come with their high command here. Now, government was ready for it. The people said no. Government dragged its feet. Americans have found a way out. And if there is a way, all this linkage.
I thought it was government that said no.
No, government didn't say no.
Okay.
It is the people. It is the pressure. Nigerian intellectuals, Nigerian journalists, Nigerian whatever exposed the danger of that. The government had to chicken out. But somewhere along the line, Americans know their way. They know what they want. And since we don't have any articulation of anything goes, they penetrated us. They sent one of their own. To us, Afro-American sister is a sister any day. Penetrated them, listened, opened their mouth carelessly and said anything they like. Unknown to them, she's SSS person, CIA. Any right-thinking American ambassador is a CIA person. He has a bunch of CIA people under him, reporting everything. They are not like us. That's why you get all these so-called WikiLeaks saying Nigerian person has confessed to one thing or the other. But the issue is simple. We have no idea now what it is. We are doing anything that comes our way of thinking. It is when the Nigerian people shout, then we try to make amends. So when you are talking of Libya from 1969, 1st of September 1969, it was okay then when 27-year-old Gaddafi overthrew King Idris. We didn't feel much of it because there were many coups taking place around that period. Muammar Gaddafi settled down. He wanted to show that he is an image of Gamal Abdel Nasser. That's why he got promoted to colonel and stopped there, because Gamal Abdel Nasser from 1952 to 1970 when he died, he was a colonel. And he was the leader light in Arab nationalism. So, but the problem was Gaddafi, when he settled down, he wanted to be relevant in the African continent. In 1983, I think 1982, our baptism of fire with Libya started. There was OAU in Libya, OAU Annual Conference of African Union. And Americans, Ronald Reagan, didn't like anything about Gaddafi. Because when Gaddafi came, he nationalized all the oil companies and so on and so forth. So, our own good old Shagari here, President Shagari, hang around in Lagos. Other African heads of state were trying to go to Libya, Tripoli, for the OAU summit. Nigerian media came the following day that Shagari was not ready to go because he was waiting for a quorum to be formed there. So if you are going to attend a meeting and you hang around in your house, you are not in a hurry to leave until quorum is formed that you are informed. I think 4.5 hours applied to Tripoli, yes. But so you can see this seed of Nigeria-Libya suspicion was really put on the ground a long time ago.
Okay.
But contradictions followed, one after the other.
Yet we still have a foreign policy saying it's Afrocentric.
Well, there's different pronouncements and action. But we have already derailed, actually, in foreign policy. We just muddling through. But the issue is very simple. When you are going on Gaddafi issue, for the 41 years Gaddafi was in power, when he settled down, as they say, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. He had all the oil money. He was the only person. All the young people you see there protesting in Tripoli and Benghazi and other places, every one of them was born under Gaddafi. 80% of Libyans were really born when Gaddafi took over power.
Oh dear.
The remaining 20% are the old elderly people who are Gaddafi's age and above. So they don't know anybody else. But when the crisis came now, that's why everybody was surprised, because Gaddafi used his enormous wealth all over Africa. He propped up governments. He supported rebellion here and there. And those people who are on the receiving end, some of them he made amends, like the Niger rebels in Dipa province, which is just north of Borno State. There are some of the criminals who cross into Nigeria and do one thing or the other. Just like Chad, in the last 60, since independence in 1960, every head of state of Chad has rebellion under him. Whether it is Tombor Bai, whether it was General Malum, whether it is Gokunu Wadai, whether it is after this day. So the only place they come is to hang on, cross into Chad, into Nigeria and do something. Take money, take whatever, go back, buy weapons and keep fighting.